Alright, so here we are. This is my first ever stream, and once I finish doing this, I'll upload it to YouTube as well. But I've just finished putting all this gear together, gear I already had, and decided I'd see how things go. Hopefully that's not too loud. I'm not too... Still adjusting some things, still trying to work out some stuff. So bear with me while I trial out. I've done like 4 practice recordings. You can only practice so much before you just give the real thing a go. So what I'm going to do today is just introduce my gear that I've put together and introduce myself, and then we'll do a little bit of gaming. Today I'm going to cheat. What I'm going to do is play a mobile game through the Samsung integration platform. So I'll show you that in a bit. But anyway, I'm J-Dub. This is J-Dub Productions. I've just started the YouTube channel as a bit of a thing to fill in a bit of time, but who knows where it'll go from here. If you come into the live, say hi, and I'll chat back. I think everything's working well, but we'll see how it goes. So, J-Dub Productions on YouTube, J-Dub_Productions on Instagram, and if you feel like following my TikTok, it's Aces Are High. Maybe don't follow that though, it's a bit cringy. But my content moving forward, I think, is going to be a bit of gaming streaming, depending on how well my system performs as far as the actual stream itself and gaming together on the one rig. Whether I need to build a second rig, I don't know. It might happen. But for now, it'll just sort of be this. I do a bit of drone footage as well. I don't have the best amazing drone out there. It's just sort of a bit of a starter thing to see if I can even do anything with it. So that means I can only get out when it's not blowing a gale. Like, it has to be absolutely dead still for me to do any kind of flying, otherwise it just blows away. So I have uploaded some footage to my YouTube channel already if you wanted to go take a look at that. And but other than that, streaming to Twitch and uploading to YouTube will be mainly probably mobile gaming, and I do have a couple of games on my computer through older like RetroArch and PCX2, so I can play PS2 games and that kind of stuff, and older Atari platforms and all that. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go as well. But you know, maybe a bit of Fortnite here and there, or I've got Assassin's Creed. It depends on how well the system performs. I'll gradually push it to see if it gets worse with the bigger games, and if it does, then I might need to look at a second rig just for streaming. So a bit of information about my gear then, just to sort of give you a bit of background. It's just stuff that I already had for other purposes, and I've put it all together. The camera is a Canon EOS 600D, which I have used EOS Utility to bring it into OBS. There's a bunch of good YouTube videos on that. I was working on that last night, seeing how it all goes, how it all works. So I got that working, which is great. The only thing I haven't been able to get working is the screen capture. I can get window capture, so it captures specific windows, as you can see by the screen. That's not my screen background. That's just a picture I've put up. So if anyone knows how to get rid of the black background when you're trying to do screen capture, stick it in the comments, because I've looked up YouTube videos and I've done the whole run as administrator and run it in Windows 7 compatibility and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't work. So other than that, that's the camera. As you can see, studio mic. It's a Behringer C1 compressor mic. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a good mic. I use it for recording music, is what I got it for originally, but it's actually marketed as a podcast microphone, so hopefully it works really well for this. And you can probably see as well the mixer over here. It's a Behringer Xenix Q802 USB, also marketed as a podcasting mixer, because it links directly through to USB port. It took a bit to set up, fixing latencies and all that kind of stuff, so that when I spoke, the sound wasn't 5 seconds later, that kind of stuff. But it set itself up pretty well. My actual PC is an Acer AIO, so that's why I'm a little bit skeptical about performance. It's essentially a laptop and a big screen. I do have a second screen set up on it as well, just a Dell 24-inch multi-input. So we'll bring up the information on my system. So it is a like I said, an Acer. The main board's an Aspire Z3715. So this is an Acer Z3 AIO, Core i5, 2500 megahertz. It has 8 gigabyte, just the single 8 gigabyte stick of DDR4, which I'm hoping to upgrade at some point. I've just got to do a bit of research to find out what my maximum capacity for the board is, or for the CPU is, whether I can run a couple of 16s or if I can only run a couple of 8s. I don't know whether 16 or 32 is the max, so we'll find out. And the graphics is just a laptop GPU, NVIDIA GeForce 940M, which is still a good GPU. It's not amazing, but I can play Assassin's Creed on here on low settings, and Fortnite medium settings at 60 FPS, so 60, 70 FPS and up. So that's not too bad. So that's my gear. I got the computer for uni a few years ago, so it's about 3 years old now. And I got it for doing design work and stuff like that. So I made sure it was a good one. It runs Autodesk and AutoCAD and things like MATLAB, which is a program for undertaking mathematical functions, all that kind of stuff. So it does its job pretty well. So let's have a look at the system here. So this is DeX, which is Samsung's integration platform, so that you can plug your phone in. It's a Samsung S10 and get everything on here like it's a little MIDI computer, but it's a phone. And the reason I'm doing this is because instead of trying to push the system straight away to trying to stream and game at once, I'm hoping that because I'm playing the game off the phone, it's using the phone's processor and Wi-Fi for the game, and then using the computer's CPU and GPU and Wi-Fi for the streaming. So that's my theory anyway, to see, and then slowly I'll introduce other things through, like I said, the emulators I have for running older Atari games and PS1 and PS2 games, because kid of the 80s, I grew up in the 90s gaming on old PCs, playing the original Warcraft and Age of Empires, and PS1, the original Grand Theft Auto and Gran Turismo, when Grand Theft Auto was top down, and Gran Turismo, Tekken. So I love all those old games and love playing them. So I've got a PS2 controller through an adapter as well, so I can play old Tekken, and it plays like I'm playing on a PS. So I'll just bring up, this is the main game that I play, which is Age of Z, AOZ for short. which is just a strategy, your normal strategy war game that most people are playing these days. Set up like most of them, you've got to build up a city. In this nation, I have a C21, a level 21 city. I've just upgraded my wall to C20 to level 21, so I'm looking at updating my my city to level 22 pretty soon. In another nation, I'm C24, level 24 city, because I've been playing in that nation a bit longer, about 12 months. So, yeah, this is Lucy, which is a new addition that Camel Games has added in, which is just a way of having zombies as part of your army. So you had to heal her up. She started off as a full-on zombie with bandages and everything like that, and you healed her up, and she slowly got better. And then once you got to a certain thing, you can start becoming emotional with her, like kind of like Sims, where you connect with them, and the more you connect with them, the better they get. Now, this is my resources. Now, this will be interesting because normally you shake your phone, so I'll get my phone to shake, and it works. That's good. You shake your phone to get all your RSS. These are your kind of like barracks. It's academy and camp for building soldiers and tanks, and that's your workshop. Similar thing, laser cannons, I think it is. This is your academy, so that you can upgrade, do research, like research and development. So medicine raises healing speed, so research that. I often forget to do stuff like that, and it sits there dormant with its little Z's above it for ages before I remember, kind of like that. You see the little Z's there. It means that it has the capacity to do something, researching something. So that just upgrades and gives you better things. You get prizes for doing certain things, and that recruitment thing there, that's the command center, which is where you get a lot of your officers, and you recruit officers. Purple's highest level, blue's mid-level, green's low level. I don't have a lot of purple in this nation. I'll go to my other nation in a minute and show you that. But and then once you go out, you'll see this is what we call a hive. So this is the alliance. You join an alliance to be part of a larger group that can help each other. And when you go to wars and stuff like that, you can raid each other or attack in groups, run rallies, and then you also need to hunt down zombies, because this is based in a zombie apocalypse. So you just do this. But so I've got no viewers at the moment, so I'm kind of just talking to myself in the stream. But like I said, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, and if you like here on YouTube, then during the week, Monday to Friday, I'll try and do half an hour to an hour of streaming a day, mucking around with this kind of stuff, mobile gaming or emulated games, old Atari games. I really love the really old, like early 90s, late 80s Atari games, which if my battery doesn't run out, I might even give that a go in a minute. And that's just through DOSBox, which is a really good emulator for these older games. You can run older PC games as well, like the original Duke Nukem, which I love, and the original Doom, which I was playing the other day. It's hilarious watching the looking at the graphics of the older games, though, because when I was a kid, in my early teens, when Duke Nukem was new, or Duke 3D anyway, not the not the side profile Duke Nukem, but the Duke 3D. When that first came out, I was, I think, 12, 11 or 12, and I thought it was amazing. I thought it was the best thing I'd ever seen. The graphics were amazing, and now it just looks like you filmed it through a potato. Pixels are insane. But we might even go and have a look at that in a minute, depending on how my battery lasts. Now I keep saying my battery because obviously being a digital SLR, the battery will run out at some point, and once that happens, I'll just shut the stream down. But I'll, muck around until then. But I am looking at getting the adapter, the AC adapter, to put in the bottom of it so I can plug it into power and stream for as long as I feel like after that. Yeah, this is the Hive, a bunch of cities. Now at the moment we're in a kill event, which means that it's a week-long event called the Strongest Commander, and you go through different phases. So one phase will be upgrading buildings, so who can upgrade the most buildings to increase BP as much as possible. BP is your battle power, and then the next day might be resources, so who can collect the most resources. The next one will be who can build, train the most soldiers, and the next one is killing the most monsters. And then the last one is a kill event, which lasts 3 days, and it's just a pretty much all-out war between alliances that are enemies. And we can go and have a look at the alliances here. So we go down to my info and you can go ranking, alliance power ranking, and you'll see we've ranked 5th. There's been a bit of a shift in power recently because someone got hacked, which is pretty crazy, and he was one of the most powerful people in the nation, and they just pretty much screwed over the entire alliance and broke it down, and people sort of separated, and other people left our alliance and went back to their original alliance because, for whatever reason, I'm not privy to that information at the moment. So yeah, that's this game. So I'll pop across and we'll have a look at the other nation. So this is Nation 33, which has just gone through a merger. So this is now 4 nations that have been merged into one nation, which a lot of people aren't happy about because there's just no resources. There are such massive players in this nation that we were just struggling to even get any resources to upgrade. Now this is being a Camel Games released platform. It is very much a pay-to-win platform, game. I don't put any money into this game. I just like to play it for fun, and but a lot of people do pay a lot of money to become Goliaths in this game, and I'll show you that in a moment. So I've been playing this game for about a year, and I am nowhere near. This is my commander power ranking, so I am ranked 644th in the nation, and I've got over 4.5 million battle power. The top 3 over 20 million, and there are other nations that have people, double that again. So it's just cutthroat when it comes to the pay to win. I tend to err on the side of caution, especially around kill events and stuff, and just bubble up, which means putting a protective bubble over your city so that it can't actually be attacked, just until I build up to be as big. I'm never going to be as big as other people in this nation, but you just play for the fun of it. I don't feel like putting any money into a game, so I just play it for fun and get on when I can. A few hours here, a couple of hours there. So yeah, that's mobile gaming. But let's shut down Dex, and I haven't actually pre-set this up, so this might take a second. RetroArch because that has DOSBox built into it, and then I might bring up maybe Duke Nukem or something like that, and we'll see how it goes. We're 20 minutes into the stream, so still no one really watching, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sitting at 6,000 kilobytes a second, 20 frames per second, so I'm very sorry about how glitchy this is probably going to be, but I'm only sitting at 30% CPU usage, so what you've got to do is load a core, which is the controlling core for the emulator. So this is RetroArch, which isn't actually an emulator. What it is a collection or a way of bringing all of the emulators that are available out there into one platform, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at Duke 3D. Current core. Now that that's up, I will try and capture right, so that's I'm not sure if this is going to work. What I might do is just go close that off. Close decks off. And I might just go to DOSBox instead of trying to go through RetroArch and see if that works, because that might work better. So I'm going to go to this PC. Now you can't see anything because, like I said, no window capture, but I'm just going in to see if I can get DOSBox. Mount D drive. So let's see if I can bring this up here. Sorry if it's a bit quiet at the moment. Just trying to get this up so you can actually see what I'm doing. I didn't actually plan this beforehand, so you just have to give me uno momento. Okay, now you should be able to see what I'm doing. Right, so you need to ICD games. Oops. Mount D drive games. And it is DOSBox underscore Duke 3D. DOSBox underscore Duke 3D. takes a bit of and then Juke 3D. I have forgotten. How to run it. Alright, well, this is starting to go a little bit long-winded, so that's right. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. So I have to mount it. Juke 3D. And then you have to go to it. Because there we go. Now we type in Juke 3D and it runs it. Good. Let's see how it goes. Turn that down a little bit on this. So alright. So this is very there's no aiming or anything, as long as you're shooting pretty close to people, you'll generally get them. But yeah, running at about 40 frames per second at the moment. That's not too bad, I wouldn't say. But honestly, this is like the dude up there from, like, you don't have to aim. You just kinda this is so old school, I love it. one of the first first-person shooter games I ever played. Oh, I've run out of bullets. And of course, you like open the projector and there's a naked chick, and if I can find it, you can go into a bathroom and check yourself out. Very dark. But yeah, let's see how that comes out in the end. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. It's half an hour and I didn't get any anyone in the stream, but like I said, this is my first stream, and I wasn't really expecting anyone to come in and watch, but hopefully the more I do it, the more I get people on, and we'll see how we go from there. But thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, subscribe to YouTube, JDub Productions, Instagram, JDub_Productions, and TikTok. If you're watching this on YouTube, which you most likely are because it's not on the stream, I'll put the links in the description for all my different social medias. And yeah, thanks for watching.